What's up, family? You know I don't need an introduction. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy Millionaire God King, coming with another ancient teaching. Hey, today's topic is you are what you eat. I'm gonna repeat that. Write that down on the top of the top. Get your pen and paper. Take your notes. Write that at the top of the list. You are what you eat. So, King, what was you saying? We're going to get into the spiritual side. We also going to get into the physical side, the physical realm. But we first remember, everything comes from the spirit to the flesh. Or, certain things that we do in the physical realm can manifest itself, whether it be good or evil, from the spirit to the physical realm. So, y'all know where I'm going to head to first. We're going to go to 1 Corinthians chapter 15, 38 through 46, so we can lay the foundation from the spiritual side. Then we'll go to Genesis. Then we'll break down the correlation with what I'm saying. Remember, okay. But the Most High giveth a body as it had pleased him, and to every seed his own body. Remember, seed to the own body. All flesh is not the same flesh, but there is one kind of flesh for men, another flesh. When it's talking about men, it's a man and woman. Remember that. Flesh of beasts, another of the fishes, and another of the birds. There are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial. But the glory of the celestial one and the glory of the terrestrial is another. There is one glory of the sun, and another glory of the moon, and another glory of the stars. For one star different from another star in glory. So also is the resurrection of the dead. It is sown in corruption, it is raised in corruption. It is sown in dishonor, it is raised in glory. It is sown in weakness, it is ranked in power. It is sown a natural body, it is raised a spiritual body. There is a natural body, and there's also a spiritual body. So I'm gonna break this down so we get the context. When you go back up to verse 40 and we go read verse 44, they both talking about the same thing: celestial, terrestrial, and the spiritual and the physical. They trying to break it down in the way that you can understand, have an understanding of what it's saying in the text. Verse 45, and it is so writ as it is written, the first man was Adam, made a living soul. The last Adam was made a quickening spirit. Howbeit that was the first which is spiritual, but that which is natural, and afterward that which is spiritual. The first man is of the earth, earthly. The second man is the Lord from heaven. So remember, the spiritual body and the physical body, you are what you eat. So let's go to Genesis chapter 1, verses, let's see, 24 to verse 24 to 25, and 29 and verse 30. So let's see here. And the Most High said, let the earth bring forth the living creature after his kind, and cattle and creeping thing, the beasts of the earth after his kind, and it was so. Then you go verse 25. And the Most High made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind, and the Most High saw that it was good. Okay, let's go to 29. And the Most High said, Behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed, to you it shall be for meat. And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat, and it was so. Let's see. Okay, let's get the context of what the Most High is saying. Like it said, one flesh of the bird, one flesh for the the creeping thing, and another for man, another for this. So let's see. Remember, I have given you every herb bearing seed which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed, to you it shall be for meat. And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life. So what is that saying, King? Like, what is you saying, MGK? Everything has life in it. Everything has life in it. The animals, the water, the fishes in the sea have life in it as well. Remember, you are what you eat. Okay, let's go to Leviticus, the book of Leviticus, chapter 11, verse 1. Okay, and the Most High spake unto Moses, and to Aaron, and saying unto them, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, These are of the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are upon the earth. Whatsoever parteth the hoof. Remember, I'm gonna show you something. This is the key factors that the Most High underline and highlight these things. Whosoever parted the hoof, and is cloven footed, cheweth the cud among the beasts that ye shall eat. Nevertheless, ye not eat of them that chew the cud, them that then they chew the cud of them that divided the hoof. See, you're making a distinction. You have to know. You have to be paying attention to what it's saying within the sin. You know, they taught us in English class. All that what the scriptures say. All that get an understanding. A lot of times when people When they read the scriptures, they read all through it. They don't take the time out and get the context, what it's saying within the sentence and what they trying to tell us here, because it's a lot going on right here. So let's go back. Parted the hoof, cloven footed, chewed the cud among the beasts that shall ye eat. Who's that parted the hoof? Remember, parted the hoof. Nevertheless, you gotta pay attention. These shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud of them that divided the hoof, as the camel, because he chewed the cud, but divided not the hoof, he is unclean unto you. Verse 5. In the coney, because he chewed the cud, but he divided not the hoof, he is unclean unto you. In the hare, that means that's the rabbit, because he chewed the cud, but divided not the hoof, he is unclean unto you. Verse 7. Hey, just know this is where you gonna have some confrontation right here. You gonna have some ones that gonna try to hit you with the uppercut and the blow by blow. Gonna fight. That's gonna wanna fight you on this one right here. And the swine. But watch this, guy. Hey, all that getting, get a good understanding. He that has an ear, let him hear. Male and female. He or she has an ear, let him hear. And the swine, though he divided the hoof, that old hoof now, and he cloven-footed. Oh yeah, he cloven-footed. He got that. Yet he chewed not the cud. He is unclean unto you. But watch verse 8. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcasses shall ye not touch. They are unclean unto you. These ye eat of that are in the waters, whatsoever had fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, in the rivers, them ye shall eat. So we got the ones on land established. Now we about to go into the water. When we about to go into the seas, we about to go dive deep into the waters. So look, watch verse 10. And all that have not fins and scales in the seas, in the rivers, of them move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination unto you. Verse 11. They shall be even an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses in abomination. Whatsoever have no fins nor scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination unto you. Why does he keep repeating this up? Because a lot of the ones that he has to have fins and scales, catfish. Hey, we love the catfish. We love the shrimp. We love the the lobsters and crabs. Oh, we love that gumbo. We'll tear some gumbo up in a minute. But you can't eat that pork or that crab or that lobster. Can't have that. But you can have that rice. You can put it with some chicken in there. You can with some beef sausage. So you get swelled up. You know what I'm saying? So you look good and keep your skin peeled. You can do that. Hey, but the Most High say you can't eat that pork. You can't eat that old crab. But the reason being that making the distinction is that because they are like the ones like the crab, the lobster, the catfish, the shrimp, so forth and so on. They are bottom feeders. They are the trash cans of the seas. Whereas the pig, the camel, so forth and so on, that they are the trash cans on land. So we're not supposed to do that. You're feeding. If you eat on those things, my melanated family, if you eating chicken, beef, what's another one? Whiting fish, eating the codfish, You sweat, you looking good, and you exercising, got your herbs up, got your water game up, and you got your muscle game up, even for the sisters as well. You know, you got your melanin popping. You know, y'all doing your thing, but you can eat those things, but you can't eat trash coming into your body. That's like this here. A person, the average person, who would want to go to a trash can and eat a burger out of there? That's like that. That's like saying that. That's like saying I would eat something for the past 3 days in a trash can. You're feeding that, and then once you consume it in your body, then your organs all messed up. Then you start getting high blood pressure. Then you start having then you gonna start falling out, having headaches. People, well, you know what's out and look. My family, we've been eating pork for 70, 80, 100 years. We have no, they had no having high blood pressure medicine, diabetes, arteries, the gout all up in your foot. Because you're eating that. You're eating dead things, that means your spirit is dead. It don't matter if you pray over it either. But watch this. I'm going to show you a scripture. You tell them that, and you tell our people that, hey, I'm going to show you, I got this, hey, look, we got the papyrus for you. But look, these for the ones, if y'all you don't want to turn and start doing things like want to eat, want to change your diet, want to change, this is, we're concerned with the food and the spirit right now. For this topic, if you don't want to change your eating habits, don't want to change from that pork, don't want to change eating that old shrimp, crab, and lobster. Y'all, hey, look, I know y'all love that old shrimp cocktail. Y'all love all that. Y'all love the shrimp gourmet, yeah. That crab gourmet, yeah. You know, y'all love it. But watch this. Now, watch this. You tell them that. Family, if you out here doing what you got to be doing, if you're doing what's righteous, eating right, you got your melanin popping, you living righteous, you doing what you gotta, you doing all you know how to please the Most High, your family. Keep doing what y'all doing that's righteous, eating right, exercising, but watch this. This is Proverbs 28 verse 9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, they don't want to change from eating that old swine, and they don't want to give up that old crab and lobster, that old shrimp cocktail. Even his prayers shall be an abomination. See there? Most ain't hearing that. If you covering it in the blood and this, that, and the third, most ain't hearing that. Because it's going to affect your spirit, man. You turn away from, you don't want to eat no chicken, all that old chicken and this, that, and the third. Y'all want, and then y'all talking about, y'all eating that old salad, y'all eating that old rabbit food, and talking about people. You talking to people bad. That you talking to people that's living righteous, but then you up there with high blood pressure medicine. You going to the doctor up there and gouging that old big toe over there. You trying to talk noise, but hey, you're doing it to yourself. You are what you eat. Did you know? And look, have y'all ever paid attention to this? That when people that eat pork, when they eat that, I'm telling you, you tell them that, hey man, look, Not only what the script, and look, you gotta tell them this. Not only what the scriptures are saying, not what the most saying. Look, our ancestors said, even the doctors and scientists prove this already. That don't need to be eating pork. And I'm telling you, I seen this and spoke with people, spoke with friends, and they'll say like, "Hey man, you will see their whole demeanor change in their face, and their facial expression will change. That you say that." I'm talking about you will see a total different spirit rise up in them, and they would want to go off, want to call your names, would want to kill you, and this, that, and the third, because you telling them that, hey, look, we need to stop eating pork, we need to stop eating shrimp, crab, and lobster. We need to stop eating those shrimp gourmet. And what's another one? And look, that old shrimp pasta. Can't eat that. You can put that chicken in there. You can put that beef in there. Put that old white fish. You can put that old cod up in the pasta. But I know hey, look, that tastes better. To be honest with you, that chicken tastes better than that old shrimp. But I know it look good when they have it on when Olive Garden have it. You see that old Papados? Look, you see that? Look, they put that lemon, they put that lime on there. They spread it on there. See, the enemy know how to antagonize us, boy. But he that have an ear, let him hear. Now, look, watch verse 10. Who causeth the righteous to go astray in an evil way, he shall fall himself into his own pit, but the upright shall have good things in possession. So that's what and look, there's another thing as well. If you're a positive person, and then you have a negative person, how can two walk together unless they agree? If you're a person if you hang around people that uplift you, want to achieve your goals, want to see, once you see succeed in life, not only in career, but exceed within knowledge, within your spirituality with the Creator, with the Most High, and staying happy, exercising, you looking good, you got things going on. Then you got on the negative side. They have a spirit of jealousy. They downing you. They want to down your relationship. They want to bring just negativity. The ones that do that, watch this. Let's see. Who causeth the righteous to go astray in evil way, he shall find himself in his own pit. That means you find your own self in your own destruction. That's a seed right there. Every seed is going to harvest whether it be good or evil, born into judgment. So, let's see here. What's another one? And look, 2 Corinthians 5 verse 17. Therefore, if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. All things are passed away. Behold, all things are become new. So, man, you are a creature. Man and female. Creature. You start to change. You start to change your habits. You start being around positive people instead of negativity. And look, you see it in our family members as well. Some you can hang around. You got the ones that's positive. You got the ones that you can see is jealous. You can see it. You can see it. Hey, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And look, and let's get. We just want to do it. That was a short one with the scriptures. I ain't want to take it too long. That herbs. This a book called Back to Eden. Right here. It's a good book by Jethro Claus. Some things I agree with this man on, and something, and then let's see. Let's see. I want to just talk about the it's a whole. I can go into another time with before with a lot of this other stuff. It's a lot. Let's see. Herbal medicine. Herbs have been used from antiquity and were the first medicine used by man. While allopathic medicine, the use of minerals to treat diseases, is only about 500 years old. The use of herbs in the written record actually dates back several thousand years of BC. Let's say the Chinese, Sumerians, and Egyptians all used plants for medical purposes. A Chinese book on herbs dated around 2700 BC lists over 300 plants with their medical uses in Old Testament times. Several herbs are mentioned, including aloe. In 1926, a large stone slab was discovered in the tomb of ancient Egyptian official, located near the Great Pyramids. So you gotta think about it. They say 2700 BCE. What he don't know is that where they get that from. They got that from us, from way back in ancient Africa. In ancient America as well. They knew about the herbs, so forth and so on. The figures carved in stone indicate that the man buried here had been named Iri, was the chief of the court physicians. Also revealed on the slab is that Dr. Iri, and probably other physicians during the same period of Egyptian history. Was a specialist. Among other things, he was called the eye doctor of the palace. The eye doctor of the palace. Oh, I like it. And the doctor of the abdomen. Herodotus, often called the father of history, and I do have his book in my library, seems to endorse this concept of specialization among Egyptian physicians. He wrote the first account of Egyptian medicine that we have available in 450 BC. In it, he knows that each Egyptian physician treats a single disease and no more. The painstaking work of deciphering Egyptian papyri shown that probably 1/3 of the medical plants and herbs listed in a modern pharmacopoeia were known and used by the Egyptians. Among these are garlic, flax, fennel, juniper, cinnamon, pine, sennia, thyme, clendia, cinquefoil, black herbivore, so forth and so on. In the 1st century AD, a Greek physician by the name of Dioscorides composed a long treatise on the properties used for over 500 medical plants. But where did they come from? They came. If you go get the book called Stolen Legacy by George James, he'll tell you that Hippocrates, Diodorus, so forth and so on, they came and we taught them We talked about herbs and so forth and so on, how to heal. But see, what they don't know is that when down in the fourth dynasty, Sennacherib II went up into which you know is Greece, and settled and had a civilization already there, already down into the Mediterranean. That we was already kicking it over there. We had it banging. Okay. This exhaustive and authoritative reference word remained in use until about the 17th century. The preservation of the knowledge of the herbal medicine during the Middle Ages can be attributed to the monks who not only copied the ancient manuscripts but also cultivated their own herbal gardens in the monasteries and used the herbs for the treatment of many common disorders. See, what they don't tell you is, see, look, that right there, he's wrong. Like I said, that the Moors, when you go back to the Middle Ages, the Moors means black. You had different tribes of melanated people went back into Europe, was named after a black woman, Europa, that came. She was an ancient queen, which you know the goddess, and Nubia went up down from the Nile to the Mediterranean and started a civilization already up there. So that means that melanated people was already up there kicking and bringing the knowledge as well. We already had all this. Oh, this stuff is old. So they had metal gardens and man, what's another one? That's for that one there, and that's a. You got chemist. That's no. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna get on herbs. Let's see. The remedial properties of herbs and the juices of fruits and vegetables have been recognized and appreciated from the time of immemorial. Let's see. And then I'm gonna drop down for. Only since the Herodotus von Homium started using chemicals during the 16th century had people been looking for. They depended on medicines artificially prepared from chemicals. People have been derivative from the true healing remains by misleading advertising. It seemed as though false science had succeeded. Chemical poisons are now very convenient to obtain and are quick acting. People were deceived for a time, but at last they are seeing the effects of drugs and their evil after effects and are looking for something better. Let's see here. I'm going to drop down for a little bit. Okay. With all our boasted knowledge, we have to admit that the North American Indians, the Arawaks, the Blackfoot, the Karankawas, the Yamasee, the Maya, the Aztec, the Olmec, the Peruvians, the so forth and so on. And the natives of other countries, wait a minute, the natives of other countries, like I say, we knew this stuff already. We knew this stuff. This stuff old. We been had this knowledge. Man, I'm telling you. And look, I'm gonna skip something. I'm gonna skip a sentence. Use simple herbs to prevent and cure many diseases that baffle the best efforts of the medical doctors. Wait a minute, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. I just get excited. So what does that tell you? Herbs is for us. We have to be taking these herbs. So that's why they don't want you. That's why they say they'll tell you don't take that. They'll say go to your doctor instead of the herbs that's been here. You You feel me? Herbal healing was the first system of healing that the world knew. And it still is. And it still is. Let's see. Why use herbs? Why, Mr. Closer? What he asked the question? Why use herbs? What's the purpose? They are the nature's remedies and have been placed here for all wise creator and all wise divine creator, the Most High, that knew that this is what we need to be eating. There is an herb for every disease that the human body may be affected with. The use of herbs is the oldest. I'm talking about the oldest, back to the Atlantean in the Mutep period. Medical science. Herbs were mentioned in the Bible from the beginning of creation. Much has been written about herbs all down throughout history to the present day. I'm gonna give y'all some scripts. I'm gonna give you some scriptures out of the book. Genesis, y'all get y'all pen and paper, write these down with the other scriptures I have given to y'all. You got Genesis chapter 2 verse 8 to 9. You got Revelation chapter 22 1 and 2. You got Genesis chapter 1 11 and 12. Then you have Genesis chapter 1 verse 29. Genesis chapter 3 verse 18. You got Psalms 104 verse 14. You got Ezekiel chapter 47 verse 12. You got 1 Corinthians 3 verse 17. You got Daniel chapter 1 verse 1 to 17. You got Proverbs 15 verse 17. You got 1 Kings 21 verse 22. You got 2 Kings 19 verse 26. Psalms 37 verse 2. Jeremiah 12 verse 4. Deuteronomy 11 verse 10. You got Luke 11 verse 42. And that's it. Oh, no, hold on. One more. 2 Kings chapter 4 verse 39 through 40. Watch this. And this the title for this another part. Gathering and preserving herbs. It must be understood that both wide experience and knowledge of herbs are needed to successfully gather and preserve them. It is a study of a lifetime. Lack of knowledge in the gathering and preserving of herbs may render them of little or no medical value. Knowledge of the soil is also necessary. Plants are grown in a virgin soil will contain far greater medical value than those grown on poor, nutritionally depleted soil. The same plants grown in different localities will show great difference in the amount of creative properties they contain. There is a difference between cultivated plants and those growing in their natural wild state. For instance, the dandelion growing wild has rare medical properties than medical properties that are almost entirely lost when the plant is cultivated. Wild herbs are more effective for use in medicines than those grown in gardens. Let's see. What's another one? Let's see. Man, tell you, man, this is some good stuff right here. Oh, and look, gather herbs only in dry weather. Preferable when the plant is full bloom or the seeds are getting ripe. And then watch this. Watch this, the roots. Dig up the roots either in the spring when the sap is rising or in the late autumn after the sap has gone down. Slice and dry the roots in the shade Tie them up in the small bundles and put them in the attic or someplace where they are sure to keep dry. Flower seeds and leaves. Flowers, seeds, and leaves should be gathered when they are in their prime, gathering only the perfect ones. These should also be dried in the shade. When they thoroughly dry, put them in heavy brown paper bags. Do not preserve herbs in glass, because sometimes the glass sweets. If any moisture comes in contact with the herbs, they will become moldy. Let's see. When barks, roots, or other herbs are thoroughly dried and kept dry, they will retain their medical value for years. Bark, roots, flowers, seeds, or leaves may all be dried for a short time in the sun, but always complete the drying process in the shade. Too much exposure to the sun tends to lessen the medical value. They may be dry entirely in the shade in an airy place. The only thing gained by putting them in the sun for a short time is to hasten by drying process. So, this is a good source to read from. So, I'm going to show you another one. Dr. Layla Afrika. My teacher that I love to read about this book right here. African Holistic Health by Dr. Layla Afrika. And it talks about herbs, vitamin, minerals, amylase, glauda in food, recipes, so forth, so on. And look, guess who was recommended by? D. Gregory. Hey, he was on it, man. And look, this book gives you plenty of recipes, like the Back of Eden one. He gives a whole lot. Dealing with colds, flu, talking about computer radiation, what it does to the brain. Oh man, it's a whole lot of stuff, and this talking about roots, vitamin, and oh man, hey, I would recommend it. And look. You know what? Look, that's the real father medicine right there. I'm going to show y'all even closer. Imhotep. Imhotep means he who comes in peace. I'm coming in. You got to be peace. You got to be at peace with all men. Be at peace with all male and female. You feel me? Let's see what we got up in there. Let's bring it down. Let's see, got a whole lot of, man, I don't even know which one to pick. Man, this a whole. Hey, man, look, this. I don't even know where to start that. Oh, here we go. This a good one right here. This gonna read this here. Black people, the melanated people, have specific biochemical, nutritional, and dietary needs. These nutritional needs arise because the melanated people, blacks are melanin dominant and have specific body differences as opposed to less melanated folk. For example, over 70% of melanated people worldwide cannot digest cattle milk. In addition, the intentional flora, bacteria, virus, fungus, and yeast that naturally live in black and melanated people's intentions are unique to blacks. Subsequently, blacks assimilated food and the intentions differently as melanin improves the efficiency of carbohydrate digestion. Despite centuries of eating a non-African diet and living in the other folk controlled countries outside of Africa, the Africans or the melanated people intestinal flora remains the same as it was in their ancestors' stomachs 2,000 years ago in Africa. Over in as well in Americas, wherever we was at, we was doing the same thing. Melanin, black color pigment, is obviously most dominant in blacks. This melanin aids in protecting blacks from ultraviolet rays of the sun. It protects us, it gives us that sunlight, you know what I'm saying? The Most High, the Creator, put it here for, so we have joy, so we can have joy outside, so we can able to sweat, and, get rid of the impurities in our skin, clean all them toxins out. Watch this. It also increases the speed and storage of nerve and brain messages. Melanated people have the largest midbrain and have more harmony between the left and the right hemispheres of the brain. More fast twitch muscles, the highest amount of vitamins and minerals in the body, and as compared to the other folk. And look, my queen, my black goddesses, watch this. The black woman's I ain't gonna get into that. I ain't gonna get into that stuff right there, man. I don't know. Just know y'all stuff is longer. You know what I'm saying? The minor, look. I'm gonna skip that. The black woman's birth canal is the most efficient and sealed tighter. Black people's blood crystallized different from the other folks' blood. These are some of many reasons why blacks have a unique biochemical, nutritional, and medical dietary need. What the elder, the teacher, where he trying to look, that's him right there, bringing the knowledge. This really is a encyclopedia right here, saying that we are different. Our bodies is different. Everybody's body is not the same. We have different blood types. We have different. Everything is different. Even our spirits is different. And I'm gonna say that, like I said in my last video, all black people are not the same either. We may do similar things, but our spirits is different. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's different. You can like I said, you can sense negativity or positively within our work. You can sense it, And let me see. This, y'all already know my book, the Black Root Science. Let's see here. Let's see here. We got the planting, nurturing, and harvest stages. In the first stage, we plant the seeds of our labor. In the second stage, we'll water them and shed light on them. In the mid stage, in the third stage, we'll see the seeds begin to sprout. Let's see here. By doing the 7 exercises and recall, you completed the planting stage. The seeds will gain complete control of your memories are firmly planted in your conscious mind. Now you will water and nurture which you have planted using 7 more exercises. Okay, I'm going to drop down. In addition to watering the seeds of our mental labor, we'll also nourish the soil of our minds so the seeds can grow. The soil of our minds has been polluted for many years by poisonous fertilizers in the form of the outright lies fed to us by the enemy concerning our true legacy, which is the glorious beyond description. So we'll renew. So we got to renew. So we'll renew the soil with a different kind of natural and wholesome fertilizer called the deprogramming statements. The deprogramming statements. And look, the first 12 deprogramming statements are stated below. They will help you to overcome the lies and deceptions about our history that are taught in our schools. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. This will prepare the soil of your mind for your water and light you will bring to them in the second stage. Meaning this. Some plant, some water, but the Most High give the increase. You got to want this. You got to want this knowledge. You got to want to change. You got to want to come against these negative spirits, these familiar spirits, the spirit of murder. You got the incubus and succubus. You got the perversion. You got lust. You got murder. You got death. You got all these different spirits out here. Demonic, unrighteous, negative, wicked spirits out here is wanting to take us out. That we have to come against them on a daily basis and cover ourselves righteously. You know what I'm saying? And then the first, okay, we got the 12 deprogramming statements. And the first one. I'm black. I'm a melanated brother. I'm a melanated sister. I'm a god. I'm a goddess. I'm a son or a daughter of the Creator. I'm adding that. That's not the first one, but I'm adding the last part. So, number 2, the original gods are black men and women. Number 3, I am a descendant of the original gods. I'm a descendant of the divine Creator. I'm a descendant. I'm a son. I'm a daughter. My ancestors are the creators of the universe. They created the earth, the moon, and the stars. You got to remember this too. We got to remember this as well. We are our ancestors as well. That saying this, we have the same. Like, boy, you like your daddy. I know. Like, boy, you like your daddy, man. Man, you like, girl, you act like just like your mama. Doing that same thing, you know. Let's see. They made the other folk out of their recessive germ. They gave the non-folk power to rule the earth for 6,000 years. They gave the other folk forced my people into slavery to build their evil and immoral civilization. This stuff is a matrix. The other folk. You feel me? Their time to rule the earth is over. Their civilization will fall in my own lifetime. My ancestors built magnificent cities. I'm talking about big magnificent cities. They built great pyramids and large temples that stood for thousands of years with granite walls, marble floors, decorated with the silver and gold and precious gemstones. Their descendant will build more majestic cities for my people. Hey, you know we love the marble floors. We love the jewelry. We like the marble floor we stepping on. Hey, you get to stepping on, you ain't know you stepping on the ball. You seen the marble floor, but you ain't want to step on it because it's so cold when you seen it. Hey, I'm trying to tell you. With silver and gold, we love to rock that silver and gold now, man. We feeling good, you know what I'm saying? Brothers, how we, the blood, the guards, how we do. We like to have our shirts off, our necklaces while we working out outside, getting it in. And look, the sisters, the goddesses, y'all got the earrings, you got them, y'all like to have y'all toe ring, that big toe covered, that big toe looking good, and hey, y'all like y'all necklaces. Hey, y'all do y'all thing, man. Keep doing y'all thing right there. Keep doing it. I am one of the 144,000 black people, melanated people who will be in the new rulers of the earth. Get back on top. Remember that, my family. That see, we'll make the other folk servant. So we will instruct them on how to clean their physical and mental pollution and restore the earth natural balance. We'll start a new civilization based on a good morality. We will rule the earth with a clear mind and a good heart according to the natural laws of the original gods, the original way the Most High had it. You know what I'm saying? And look, this is another book that can by Dr. Africa as well, right here. This is a good source right here. And look, I'm just gonna read this part right here. Melanin in many varieties has multiple function properties. See there? Just wanted to read that part right there. It's many things that we can do. But we are a creative people, man. The Most High really loves us. I'm telling y'all, we are the gods and goddesses of the earth. They said the Most High said, playing male and female on the melanated gods and goddesses, to rule. You know what I'm saying? But look how we did. We was doing good for a long time until you start, like I said, until you start feeding negativity, having these you start doing things wrong and everything start getting out of order. I'm telling you, how can we come together, but everything starts in the home. Everything starts in the home. Always remember that my grandmother tells me that, my grandfather always tells me. They told me that, they still tell me to this day that whenever I get a wife and family, so forth and so on, that everything starts at home. You have to deal with your family first. You got to set the standard on the way that the Most High have intended our ancestors, so we can live our life a really simple life. Taking care of your business, have a relationship with the Most High, know your history, know about different things that we can build, that we can do as a family, like go on family vacations, save your money. If you help your daughter and show your son and how to change the tire, how to cook, clean, this, that, and the third, and show them how to clean the car, how to work, how to save, how to manage their money, and also for the goddesses, for the daughters. Show them how to sew, how to do their hair. Show them how to speak positive things in the daughter, in these young sisters' lives. So when they get older, they won't depart. Speak positive things in their life, like tell them that their melanin is beautiful. They got beautiful hair. They got beautiful kinky hair. You look like your ancestors. You look like your great grandmother. with them beautiful lights, that beautiful afro, them beautiful braids. Hey, saying they shoot that, if they exercise and don't have nobody telling they shoot too skinny, like work out, eat right, tell them that don't matter what nobody says, speak negative, the words that they speak, it's gonna come back upon them, that they gonna have to eat those words that they said about you or any other individual, that they have to pay for that. Same way with my brothers. Don't care. Look, I played ball. I did things. Look, people say negative things, call me crazy, this, that, and the third. Look, you come against that. You don't have to care what nobody. I don't care what anybody else say. You don't have to look, talk that no. We talk more like, hey man, I don't care what you say. I'm gonna go out here and start a business. I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna be the baddest running back, the baddest, so forth and so on that court. Look, not only in sports, we gotta be the baddest. Look, baddest with the knowledge, baddest on, be the baddest one out here that's opened by 20 different businesses. I'm gonna be the baddest. You are what you eat. Speak positively and come against negativity. That we are. You know what? I'm a god. I'm a god king. And look, the scissors, I'm a goddess. Every time I wake up, I say, you know what? The Most High wake me up this morning. I'm thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm a god. I'm a son of God. Son of God. I'm a son of the divine creator that created all things in life. You feel me? That I don't care, come against fear, come against doubt, come against all these things that try to play incubus and succubus, these different spirits, incubus and succubus, these spirits. What a lot of people don't know is that these spirits are trying to, what you know as what they call sleep paralysis. Those are spirits that's trying to overtake your energy, that's trying to take your spirit, man. I'm telling you, this stuff is real. That's why you have a lot of times you gotta be careful who you hang around. Those spirits will transfer. Who you hang around with, go to people's houses, who you associate with. I'm telling you, even in the workplace. That's why before you go to sleep, I'm telling you, this happens. Hey, look, I do this every night before I go to sleep. I come against negativity. I come against wicked demonic spirits. I come against negative. I come against negative energies. I come against fear. I come against doubt. I come against familiar spirits. I call it love, joy, peace, ancient wisdom, ancient consciousness, knowledge, and understanding of life. Talking about learn how to do knowledge from the Creator, from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? Speak positive, Most High. You said that I'm a god, or the sisters they'll say, Most High say, you say I'm a goddess. But see, look, I'm gonna say this now. In order to be a god or a goddess, you got to know right and wrong. You got to know positive and negative, because that's the balance of life. Look, life is simple when you live in righteous. Don't mean you're gonna go through some things, but it's all about building our character. When you out here living reckless life, there's no negativity is gonna come back to you when you feed up on it. That's food. When you open doors. A lot of times people don't really understand. When you open that gate, open your door to negativity, that spirit of murder, a spirit of jealousy will take over, and you don't even know it, just by us hanging with or eating Pacific foods, like I mentioned, that we got to be paying attention, being aware of. Remember, you are what you eat. You are what you eat. Keep it melanated, and right and study them scriptures. We're gonna get into some more on another in another time. Peace and love. Keep it melanated.